I think this is something that we all need to do or should do, and that is writing a will. Have you got a will? Have you done a will? Yes, quite a few no's, a few yeses, but a lot of no's there. I think it's really important. And according to the Ministry of Justice, the number of disputes over wills has almost doubled as families fight over who has been left what. So is the only way to avoid the disputes for people to be more open and honest about what's in their wills. Maybe tell your family and friends what you're leaving them, and if anything. This makes me really cross. I was very cross.
Very vocal
I don't get
today.
cross often. No, I just think I hate this assumption of inheritance, that you just assume that you will be inheriting things from your family. As far as I'm concerned, you know, what is my mum's is hers. It doesn't automatically belong to me. If she chooses to leave me something, please do, Mum. That would be very nice. As my sister and I assume she will, but I don't bank on it. I think it's really rude to even ask. I have no idea how much money my mum has, or if she intends to leave it to me. I don't think it's anybody's business. I have no intention of telling anybody else what is in. Mind your own business, and you'll get something if I feel you deserve it, frankly.
When you're angry.
But it's all this, you know, it really upsets me, actually, when I hear these awful family feuds.
It's very sensitive, it is.
Yeah, I'll stop now. I'll stop now.
No, I agree with you. I don't think anybody should expect it, but here's what I think, and I think you're right. If your mum wants to spend all her money, says there's nothing left in a will,
good on her,
that's great.
I say.
But how would you feel if your mum wrote a will, and I think this is where the problem is, and she left everybody something except you?
It's her right. I'd probably be very upset,
well,
but it's her right.
Well, that's what people are, aren't they? They're upset, which causes family feuds, and why did she leave you that? She only left me this, and I think that's where the problem is.
But if you write the will, Janet, I mean, a lot of the disputes happen because people haven't written a will, or they've done a
I've written mine a load of times.
Bit of a...
people are out. Husbands have come and gone, and it's been
got to review
done more than my hair in 30 years. It was a hairstyle. I agree with you. So I hate children who expect, you know, children who inherit stuff and it inhibits their careers. And I feel quite strongly about leaving everything to children. I think there's a lot to be said for leaving it to grandchildren. But this sense of entitlement is really, really ghastly. When my mother was nearing the end of her life, I made sure she had a will, and I begged her not to leave stuff to me, you know, not to leave any money to me, because obviously I had money already. And I'm pleased to say that I'm still watching my mother's television, which I did.
Well, sentimental things, Penny. I think that's the other thing. I think you need to be very specific, because if, you know, if there are lots of children in the family and there's, you know, one mum's engagement ring or wedding ring, you need to be very specific who you want to leave it to.
Yeah, it's not
otherwise
always down to money, is it?
No.
It's what people are necessarily fighting over. It's like, you know, want a little piece of mum to remember her, or dad, or, you know, just that sentimental piece of value. But I think to actually sort of sit down around a dinner table and discuss who's getting what, I think that would be very stressful for the person that's sort of
it could cause
writing
more problems,
the will.
I think,
but you can
if you
write
do
it all
when
in a
you're
notebook.
alive.
I think
you can write those kind of wishes of your small personal effects in a notebook, and and deposit it when you write your will. And you can just go to any stationers and buy a form to do a will, and just have it witnessed, and leave it with, you know, a lawyer. With this notebook, there's nothing simpler than doing a will, and I honestly recommend it to everybody.
I suppose the end of people's lives is a horrible sort of thing to actually, you know, think about and deal with. But I think what's important is, like we mentioned, about revisiting the will. If you've done one maybe 10 years ago, life changes. You might have other kids.
And there are complex families. People divorce, people remarry. Like you said,
I'm leaving a load of money to have a great big party.
Yeah.
Oh, we're invited.
Model of me and stick pins in it and say all the things they wish they'd said while I was alive.
As if we do that.
Okay. Every Christmas, that's our party.
Every Christmas. She just doesn't know.